Jimmy Garoppolo.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Barkley. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Here we go.
From the 31, Garoppolo under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Adafe Owe in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the 1st half. Backups get to play in the 2nd. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Akers will get down close to the goal line, but not in. And as he'll be marked down at the 1.
2nd and goal from the 1. Tua sets up to pass it. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. DK Metcalf. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Chargers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive.
Here we go.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win. But we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together.
And now the rookie's free. The 20.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fall into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Myers' kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense, you can't score on them on defense. So to me, if you're going to play against them, you have to bring your best game and hope they throw a clunker in that day to give yourself a chance.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Two and a throw again. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tua's throw complete here to Waller. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Here we go.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. That ball caught by Slayton. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Tua now on 1st down. That's into the hands of Fortson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. Here's a run with Akers on second down.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll run here with Akers.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Going right back to Akers.
And he will get in across the chop for a Chargers touchdown.
Cam Akers with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year
as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
They, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Here's Jordan Stout now.
Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
John Johnson with the INT.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They think they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Got a man, it's Johnson, end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be brought down at the 27. On second and very short, Tua. And this one is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Darius Slayton and the rest of this offense about to begin their next drive.
Creeping up on 1,000, could get there on this drive. So a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively, maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area to try and discourage the quarterback from going to him. That means everyone else, win your routes. You've got an opportunity to catch passes now, too.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game.
Finding space at the 40.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. On first down, Tagovailoa.
That's out to the flat for Akers. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! DK Metcalf. His second touchdown of the night. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes it a 21-10 game. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. On play action. Now Garoppolo. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. He's still on his feet. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jacoby Myers, 68 yards. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up second down.
They give up the middle to Akers.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Able to find Waller. That's complete.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Tua going to throw.
Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Got a man, Slayton. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. Tua setting up shop to throw again.
Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night match.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And quickly they get to the line. Throwing on 2nd and long.
Tua.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass.
This to swell the lead to 6.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, Those will be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
So here are the Chargers to take over. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got his man on the crossing pattern. It's Slayton.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
41 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
To throw is Tua.
He finds Watson complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Tagovailoa. And Waller taking it in over the middle. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And we are tied. They return it to the house. And now Charles, the extra point, can give them the lead.
And they did it on defense. What a play.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
This take it in at the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. So the Chargers now down by 1. A minute 16 remaining. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10.
Tagovailoa. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Down to a knee goes Garoppolo, and that ought to do it. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation. Right? They just breathe a sigh of relief.